are in Birmingham, Alabama, and we are at the Sloss Furnaces. Sloss Furnaces is a historical site from 1882 to 1971. This was an active, what they called pig iron furnace, which is the same as crude iron. This is where they melted it down and they created all sorts of things that it was booming during the Industrial Revolution. What's fascinating about the Sloss Furnace is it's the only site in the entire US that they restored the furnaces and opened it up to the public as a tourist destination where you can walk around and check it all out. So let's go on the tour.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
All right, welcome to Sloss Furnaces.
Thank you.
There's a 15-minute video. Do you want to do that?
Sure.
Or do you just want to go outside? We'll do the video.
Yeah, I think the video would be cool.
Then in 1971, for the first time in the 20th century, Sloss became silent. The furnaces were old and out of date by then, and the owners were facing new standards of pollution control. And most seriously, the market for pig iron was dying. And that's what history is all about. Change. Why preserve Sloss? As one member of the association put it, a lot more than iron poured from those furnaces. Our whole culture did. People came forward with proposals for preserving the site, and some for destroying it. Some wanted to develop Sloss into an amusement park, but nobody could reach a decision. Birmingham voters agreed, and in 1977, they approved the money to save the old furnaces. The work of preserving Sloss had begun.
I must have made it.
Is that 70D?
It is.
That's a good camera.
Yeah, thanks.
Y'all trying to find proof?
Proof
Yeah.
of life?
Like paranormal?
So we just walked by this couple, making sure they're not right there. And he asked Mel what kind of camera it was. And then the next thing he said was, "Are you guys looking for proof?" And Mel kind of laughed and said, "Proof of life?" And he said, "Proof of paranormal activity."
And what's even funnier is Kate attracts the paranormal, and she's very good at summoning and conjuring and being open to the spirits, aren't you, babe?
I am. I've been known to invite spirits to make themselves known, just because I'm open and willing.
Yeah, this place definitely is haunted. Have people died here? Are their souls
There's
stuck?
definitely people who have died here. You know, though, it's interesting is my personal take on things is haunting has a really negative connotation and is really scary. And I think in what I've encountered, there's just spirits that have either unfinished business or they're here to teach us something. And I think we're learning something right now. I was thinking, like, just be open. Like this image of this guy's face popped in my head.
All right, we just visited the Sloss Furnaces.
Shouldn't say sloth.
Beep beep. We just toured the Sloss Furnaces here in Birmingham, Alabama. You can see it all in the background there. And And that was probably by far one of the best, I mean, if not the best free tours ever. What do you think?
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, it just combines a whole lot of history, I think, that neither of us had any idea about. And then anytime you can kind of go in, I feel like you and I really love kind of that hands-on experience where you can walk through it yourself. You're not just behind, like, you know, a gate or a railing or something like that. It was just pretty awesome. And it's the end of the day, so I mean, we just encountered a few, like 2 other couples the whole area, so that was neat to feel like we had it to ourselves.
Super cool. And we felt some spirits, I think. Like, there's some stuff that went down at this furnace for sure. It was opened in 1882 to 1971. Really put Birmingham on the map during the Industrial Revolution. People died here and people sweated, and it was their livelihood. Beginning wage was 32 cents an hour.
Yeah, 32 cents an hour. Or a day. No, it was an hour.
And it was very segregated. White people were the engineers, the managers, and the black people were the ones who were putting in the super hard work, melting the ore, melting the core, the limestone, and turning it into pig metal. Pig metal?
Pig iron.
Pig iron, which is what, like, all the railroads are made out of.
Like crude iron.
Crude iron. So refined iron, and this is what built the railways. Fascinating.
We're in Birmingham, which was like a hub for the civil rights movement to begin with, and then a place like this, which was operating with workers of both races at that time. I'm really curious what it was like then.
A lot of things changed in 1965 when Civil Rights Act passed, but man, it's something. So, hope you guys like the video. And we can't wait to do the night haunted tour.